watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Overnight, Congresswoman Liz Cheney concedes defeat in the Wyoming primary. Former President Trump's harshest critic in the Republican Party, losing her race by an overwhelming margin to her Trump-backed opponent. What it means for the Republican Party and what Liz Cheney is now vowing to do next.
FDA's historic rule that will help nearly 38 million Americans approving over-the-counter hearing aids, when they'll be available, and who is eligible.
The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me.
Hailey Bieber pulling back the curtain on her and Justin's health scares. The model talking about their marriage in a brand new interview, saying there's a reason they say for better or worse, and what she's saying about kids.
Back to school shopping, simple swaps with your kids' school supplies to save money and go green. Plus, the free online shopping tool to make your life easier. Ginger breaks it all down.
And we're celebrating Black Business Month with our sweetest entrepreneur yet.
It's about bringing everybody together as a whole, and then at the end of the day, you get a smoothie while you're here.
Meet the Smoothie King of Atlanta, who's keeping his community healthy, happy, and connected. We've got a big surprise for him this morning. And wait until you see what he's whipped up for us. It's all ahead, and he's saying, Good morning, America!
Live in Times Square, this is GMA.
We certainly do say good morning, America. We appreciate you being with us for day 3 of our Black Business Month celebration. And this morning, we are in the heart of the ATL, Atlanta. Keon Davis, the owner of a smoothie shop that's not only bringing healthy options to his community, but is also bringing people together. We have a special surprise for him coming up, and we're going to leave the smoothie making to him because I heard from Tommy, your husband, one time you tried to make a smoothie in your kitchen, had to hire painters to come in and repair what you did. Is that true?
Is nothing sacred between us?
Can you confirm or deny that story?
I can confirm it. It was all green. It was a mess. I won't try it again. But we're going to have some smoothies, and they're going to be delicious. We can't wait for that. And check it out, Twitch and Allison out in Times Square. The dancers and social media influencers, they are here to show us some back-to-school looks in a musical fashion show. Can't wait for that.
Oh, a musical fashion show. That is going to be fun. All right, but first we do have a lot of news to get to, starting with those critical primaries overnight in Wyoming and Alaska with a crushing defeat for Liz Cheney at the hands of her Trump-backed opponent. Chief Washington correspondent John Carl is in Jackson, Wyoming with more on all of that. Good morning again, John.
Good morning, Amy. Liz Cheney conceded her loss, and it was a big one, but she also issued a call to arms.
Liz Cheney did what Donald Trump still refuses to do. She conceded she lost.
Tonight, Harriet Hageman has received the most votes in this primary. She won. I called her to concede the race. This primary election is over, but now the real work begins.
Cheney's landslide loss was no surprise. She knew she'd pay a price for voting to impeach Donald Trump and then serving as the vice chair of the January 6th committee. After all, Wyoming is the state Trump won by his biggest margin.
No House seat, no office in this land is more important than the principles that we are all sworn to protect.
The victor, Harriet Hageman, who became the frontrunner the minute Donald Trump endorsed her. She once criticized Trump, but now repeats his lie that the 2020 election was stolen. And when she won, she thanked him.
We're all very grateful to President Trump.
What will Cheney do next? Will she run for president? She didn't say, but she made it crystal clear on her overall goal.
I will do whatever it takes to ensure Donald Trump is never again anywhere near the Oval Office.
Cheney says she is considering a run for president, but she remains a member of Congress for another 4 months and the vice chair of the January 6th committee, work that she says is more important than any office. Robin?
All right, John. Thank you. Now we have a key indicator of how our economy is doing. New retail sales numbers telling us about consumer spending in July. Rebecca is back with us with the details again. Good morning again, Rebecca.
Hey, Robin, nice to see you again. And gas prices are down 60 cents over the last month, but groceries and rents keep climbing. So how is our spending responding? That is exactly what this report will answer. And if you think about your own behavior, this might not come as a surprise. Economists predict we're cutting back on non-essentials. It's something we've also heard from retail giants like Target and Walmart. Walmart overnight said it's seeing a significant change in customer behavior. Shoppers trimming spending on categories like electronics and clothes. Target this morning says it is aggressively cutting prices on unsold merchandise like clothes. And Home Depot says it's seeing shoppers continuing to spend on home improvement projects. So guys, people still want to spruce up their homes. And with home sales so expensive right now, that's the alternative that works for people.
All right. As always, Rebecca, thank you.
All right, Rebecca, and we're going to turn now to the historic new ruling from the Food and Drug Administration approving over-the-counter hearing aids, improving healthcare access, and lowering costs for millions of Americans. Will Reeve is back here with more. Hey, Will.
Hello, Gio. For the first time ever, the FDA will allow hearing aids to be sold over-the-counter and without a prescription. These hearing aids will be available to adults over 18 who experience mild to moderate hearing impairment. This means children or people with severe hearing loss will still need prescription devices. Nearly 38 million Americans experience hearing loss, but only 1/5 of them get help, and that's mostly due to the high cost and no Medicare coverage. Typical hearing aids range in price from $1,400 to almost $5,000. Now, federal officials estimate $2,800 in direct savings on the cost of a pair of hearing aids with this new ruling. The over-the-counter hearing aids are expected to hit stores as soon as October, guys.
All right, Will, thank you. Coming up on our GMA morning menu, Hailey Bieber takes us inside her marriage to pop superstar Justin. What she's saying about their relationship.
And as your kids get ready to go back to school, Ginger is breaking down how to go green on supplies and save some money, too.
Also in pop news, a first look at Viola Davis's new role in the Hunger Games prequel. And Lara, you are with Tori Johnson.
I am indeed, Gio. It's day 3 of our Deals and Steals event. And this morning, Tori has products for your kitchen, for your home, all of them 50% off. Our favorite coming up on Good Morning America. Really good stuff, so stay with us.
School is back, and Dick's Sporting Goods has everything you need to gear up so you can show up. With the widest selection from the hottest brands like Nike, Jordan, Hoka, The North Face, and more. The looks you want, the backpacks you need, all under one roof. When you're running short on time, 1 hour pickup is always an option. And with our best price guarantee, if you find a lower price, we'll match it. With looks this good, it's never been easier to sport your style.
Welcome to Allstate, where the safer you drive, the more you save. Like Rachel here.
How am I looking?
Looking good. The most cautious driver we got.
Am I there?
No, keep going.
How's that?
I'll say when.
Now? Is that good?
Lots of cars have backup cameras now, you know.
Those are for amateurs.
There we go. Like a glove, girl. Safe driving and DriveWise can save you 40% with Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Cost will be to build the station.
Plans for the building are based on the Harrington Fire Station, which has 4 bays, restrooms, and a meeting space. He estimates that the project will cost around $2.2 million. He asked for the public support for the future of the project.
Just support from the public to so we can keep moving forward, not have any more roadblocks or people kicking the project to the side, for whatever reason. We need to do it. We should have been doing it a while ago.
Holmes hopes that they will be able to review the bids for the plans by springtime and then break ground in the summer of 2023 after funding is approved by the town. Reporting from Hancock, Madeline Gernhard, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Coming up next on the morning show, Congressman Jared Golden joined the Bangor Rotary Club for their special speaker series. We'll hear about the several topics he discussed.
But first is a quick look at your forecast. Rain is going to be sitting around the area the next few days. Heavy rain expected today with a high of 67. Tonight, temperatures dropping down to the low 60s. And tomorrow, more or less the same as today. Rain with a high of 68.
Inflation, a broken supply chain, and high gas prices. Mainers everywhere are facing tough decisions about rising costs. Growing up as part of a small family business in Leeds, I learned what a struggling economy does to small businesses, jobs, and to working class people. And serving as a Marine in Afghanistan and Iraq taught me to stand strong for what's right in the face of adversity. I'm Jared Golden, and that's why in Congress, I'm an independent voice for you, taking on my own party to stand up for Maine families. I was the only Democrat to vote against trillions of dollars of President Biden's agenda because I knew it would make inflation worse. I've stood with law enforcement against defunding the police. I support cutting the gas tax and increasing domestic oil production. I'm working to lower prescription drug costs and standing firm against any cuts to Social Security and Medicare. I'll always be an independent fighter for you. I'm Jared Golden, and this is my family. I approve this message because when it comes to doing what's right for your family, I'll never back down.
When the Granite Shop wants to know the weather on MDI, they log on to foxbangor.com. At the Granite Shop in Sedgwick and in Trenton, we have more inventory than all other shops in the state combined. Fastest turnaround, too.
At Firehouse Subs, we give you craveable subs that are piping hot and piled high. And a portion of every purchase helps give them the life-saving equipment they need. Order online or on the app for contactless pickup or delivery. Only at Firehouse Subs.
Dude, can you believe we're graduating? And they helped us find a great job. Soon we'll be living the dream.
Exactly. I'm incredibly grateful for Maine Job Corps. If it wasn't for them, I'd be working an entry-level job and barely making it.
Let Team Maine Job Corps help find the career that's right for you. Call 561-8516.
The Rotary Club of Bangor continues its special speaker series, which includes 4 major political candidates. Congressman Jared Golden decided to talk about several key events that have taken place since the beginning of COVID-19. Golden listed the numerous financial packages, including the CARES Act and the infrastructure plan. He admits to disagreeing with President Biden's initial $1 trillion plan, saying it would cause rises in inflation. Golden emphasized the need for bipartisan support to accomplish more in Congress.
Most of us have some, what you might think of as like democratic positions or values, and some conservative ones, all in here. So I really hesitate to look at the district and say, oh, it's red or it's blue.
To view the updated schedule for the Bangor Rotary Club's gubernatorial and U.S. congressional candidate speaker series, visit bangorrotary.org.
The FBI director was in Maine on Tuesday. A statement says Christopher Wray met with local, state, and federal law enforcement partners to affirm the FBI's continued commitment to fighting crime in Maine communities. Among the topics discussed was an FBI effort targeting gang members in Maine and New Hampshire, capitalizing on the higher resale value of illegal drugs and accessibility of guns. The statement says the FBI is also supporting the newly formed New England Prescription Opioid Task Force, which will help address the unlawful prescription of and diversion of opioids by corrupt medical professionals, among others. And coming up on the other side, an elementary money management program that took off last year is back offering more help for teachers. Hear from the creator.
Plus, after a young boy was diagnosed with leukemia in January, the Red Knights Motorcycle Club has stepped up in a big way. More on this next.
When Ansley Moore of Better Homes and Gardens wants to know the local forecast, she logs on to foxbangor.com. Ansley has been a realtor since 2013. She works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dysart's in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
At Dorsey Furniture, we believe value means more than a great price.
That's why we do what we do at Dorsey Furniture. That's why we're always updating our showroom with new pieces and new displays. That's why we're always eager to show you the latest furniture styles and newest fabrics.
Because we believe that your home should be beautiful.
Visit our showroom and experience Dorsey quality, Dorsey value, the Dorsey reputation. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A in Holden, and online at dorseyfurniture.com.
Welcome to your family fun entertainment center, Movie Rocket Entertainment Galaxy. Movie Rocket has newly renovated cinemas, and the Starcade features all the best video and arcade games around. Movie Rocket, 268 Odland Road in Bangor, and at movierocketbangor.com.
Help Maine children win the fight against cancer by supporting the Heroes Hope Healing McDonald's Golf Classic, presented by Bangor Savings Bank. To date, the event has raised more than $500,000 to support Northern Light Pediatric Cancer Care. In addition, the McDonald's Golf Classic supports Camp Hope, a free summer camp for children with cancer or blood disorders. You can help support the kids by registering or donating today at mcdonaldshhhgc.org.
This Sunday, the Red Knights Motorcycle Club is hosting its second annual Ride for Charity event. Matthew Juronsik previewed the event and had the chance to speak to the family the club is riding for.
It means so much to us. It's the first initial finding out of him having cancer was overwhelming, and they were right there.
Elizabeth Ames is supporting her son through his battle with cancer, but she's not alone. In its second Ride for Charity event, the Red Knights Motorcycle Club will be riding for 10-year-old Garrett Armstrong of LaGrange, who was diagnosed with leukemia at the beginning of the year.
Garrett was diagnosed January 22nd of this year. I took him to the doctors for a stomach ache, and yeah, this is what it came out to be, was leukemia.
Upon hearing about Garrett's diagnosis, Red Knights tail gunner Cougar Bunn knew his team had to help out.
There was a post put out about 6-7 months ago by the assistant fire chief of my town and one of the firefighters from my town, Crystal Kale, looking for patches for him originally. We saw that and we decided that we wanted to do a little bit more to help out financially.
The ride will start at Brownvale Elementary School and head through Milo, Hudson, and Old Town, heading through LaGrange right past Garrett's house before making their way back to the elementary school. After the ride, there will be a silent auction, a barbecue with Darling's ice cream for a cause, and raffles, with all proceeds going to the family. With everyone in his corner, Garrett is thankful for all the support he's received.
It's really nice and supportive, and I want to join them.
Anyone interested in donating can send a check to the Red Knights location at P.O. Box 481. Reporting from LaGrange, Matthew Juronsik, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Teachers are in the final stages of their lesson plans for the 2022 school year. To ease the stress teachers are going through, Maine Credit Union League's Financial Literacy Outreach Coordinator Jake Holmes developed an elementary program last year that teachers could use to help educate students about managing money. Holmes recently created a back-to-school video promoting what the program is offering and how it aims to lighten the load for those teachers teaching financial literacy.
I created this video because we want Maine teachers to know we're here to not only help the students, but we're here to help them as well. And now that Maine requires schools teach personal finance, teachers need to figure out how to fit personal finance into their already packed curriculums and their already packed schedules.
Those interested in participating should contact the Maine Credit Union League for more information.
The time is now 8:18.
And let's throw it over to Devin Biggs with another look at our rainy forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Small craft advisories in effect along the coast lasting till about 8 p.m. courtesy of winds really stirring up the ocean. And just further down toward the south and west, there are some gale warnings down in effect as well. And those will last until 8 p.m. later on tonight because of active surf courtesy of gusty winds with an area of low pressure that's moving in from the southeast, going toward the north and west. We're seeing the first little bits of rain showing up on the radar this morning, and earlier, though, we did see some lightning with this as well, especially farther out toward the coast. You can see just about near those flashes right there. There's a lightning tracker lighting up this morning, so a little bit of lightning with it, but not a whole lot. And I don't think we'll see a whole lot of lightning with this either. I think this will mainly be rain, but some lightning still cannot be ruled out as all this right here continues to track in from the southeast, going toward the north and west. So plenty of rain on the way throughout the daytime today, and especially for the daytime tomorrow as well. And again, we do need the rain, so high pressure right here staying where it is at this point, but that area of low pressure will move in before it starts to get out of here later on in the week. So again, some beneficial rainfall definitely on the way, and we do need it as well. Here's the latest drought monitor, though, showing that we're still in drought across a good part of the state. So a new one will get released later on Thursday. I think we'll have to wait until next week to get the full grasp of what the rain today and tomorrow will do to help improve things. But again, wave heights are very active out there right now at around 3 to 6 feet according to some of the buoys, even 9 feet in a few spots. So this is why we have small craft advisories and even gale warnings in effect for a few areas. Gusty winds will be an issue out there, though, with some of those gusty winds reaching up to 25, even 30 miles per hour throughout the afternoon period today. Backing off a little bit tonight as that area of low pressure continues to move in, but we'll wait and see as tomorrow moves in. Things will improve just a little bit. Our average high is supposed to be 80 degrees, well below that today and tomorrow, and just the upper 60s, so maybe jacket weather for a few of you before we're back in the upper 70s on Friday, and the 80s again make a return as we head towards Saturday, Sunday, and also Monday into Tuesday. We're back into the lower 80s. Muggy meter, though, dew points will rise for a little bit, rising into the 60s today and also parts of tomorrow before we start to fall back into comfortable territory. Then by Sunday to Monday, we're back in the lower to middle 60s again, so feeling a little humid out there. Futurecast moving forward, showing showers, maybe some heavy rainfall at times, maybe a rumble of thunder if you're lucky. We'll catch a little bit of a break, though, throughout the day at times, especially as we head towards overnight tonight. And of course, Thursday, rain still possible, but nothing widespread expected. But as we head towards tomorrow, we'll still have a few showers, but maybe some of the clouds breaking up, at least as we head towards Thursday evening and the parts of Friday. How much rain? Plenty of rain on the way, up to an inch, maybe an inch and a half of rain before we're all finished up. This is over drought-stricken areas, so this is some good news, though, as we do move forward. So for today, upper 60s, rain likely, heavy at times, the north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 60 degrees, rain likely, some dense fog as well, north wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour before backing off. Here's a look at your extended forecast. More rain showers on Thursday, highs in the upper 60s, upper 70s by Friday with a partly cloudy sky, or partly cloudy on Saturday, highs in the mid 80s, and mid 80s on Sunday, a small chance of rain.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
With a new Toyota, you can practically make summer stand still. From making a splash in a Highlander to fitting in more fun in a Camry or tackling a trailhead in a RAV4 hybrid. Who's a good boy? Enjoy the last of summer in an exciting new Toyota during Toyota's national sales event.
Come and get an electrified Camry LE hybrid with 52 mpg and up to a 686-mile driving range. Plus, get affordable 1.9% financing on most Camry models.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm 82 years old and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And she spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running, and I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
This is MasterChef Back to Win.
Fox tonight.
There's someone from every season
With a shot at redemption.
No mistakes can be made.
Which all-star will step up to finally be named MasterChef?
That is finale worthy.
Don't miss an all-new MasterChef Back to Win tonight on Fox.
We are the first family of country music. Just watch.
Monarch series premiere September 11th on Fox. Welcome back, everyone. Well, back in late July, we reported the departure of both Richard and Sarah Reichenbach from their positions on the Maine women's hockey coaching staff. Now, the university declined to comment on the situation back then, but on Tuesday, the Black Bears indirectly confirmed the news, hiring a new head coach to fill the role. Maine Athletics announced on Tuesday morning that Molly Engstrom has been named the 7th head coach in program history. Engstrom comes directly from St. Cloud University, where she worked as an assistant coach from 2018 to 2022. During that time, she also served as a development scout for USA Hockey. After an All-American career at Wisconsin, Engstrom played multiple years in pro hockey and won 2 Olympic medals skating with Team USA in 2006 and in 2010, and we can expect to hear more from Molly throughout the week as we get closer to Friday and sort of get you ready for what that team may look like. For now, though, let's go to the baseball field, because this summer, Bangor Little League's All-Stars made it all the way to the New England Championship, just 1 win away from the Little League World Series, being the first team from Bangor to do so. The kids say it was the best summer ever, and Tyler Cruz has the story to prove it.
Well, it was just a dream come true, playing with all of our best friends and playing a sport that we love.
It was quite the summer for Bangor's 11 and 12-year-old All-Star team.
Our All-Star tryouts were in early June. The month of July flew obviously with our district tournament and state tournament, and then all of a sudden now we're into regionals and it's mid-August, and you're like, oh, where'd the summer go?
After winning District 3 the past 2 summers, they got over the hump and finally won the state championship. Because of that, they got to experience the trip of a lifetime, competing for the New England Championship down in Bristol, Connecticut.
It was awesome. It was awesome summer. Definitely the best summer I've ever had.
It was definitely fun. I mean, I know my assistant coaches, Dan Hughes and Casey Cattell, and I probably had the greatest summer ever.
It was awesome. Like, we went on a coach bus, and I couldn't imagine going on a coach bus to Bristol, Connecticut. It was awesome.
The boys got the chance to play on ESPN with everyone watching.
A couple of my friends, they showed us pictures of us as a team, and it was awesome. Just knowing that we're on ESPN is just crazy to think of.
I got some of my former college players that shot me some messages and said Mount visits back over at Hudson were a little different.
Well, my dad, he's a merchant marine, as they said, and he's gone right now, and he got to watch it because my family in South Carolina filmed it. So my dad was really excited to watch me, and he sent me pictures.
The boys stayed at the Little League East Region headquarters, living in a dorm for about a week with 11 other state champions from around the East Coast.
They were all really nice. I mean, we traded pins. Everybody was talking to each other.
It's just fun meeting other kids from different states, and especially from Connecticut, because they're our bathroom buddies.
And overall, it was a great summer for the kids to just be kids.
Little League Baseball is great that way, where there's a lot of great moments off the field, where there's no cameras, there's no interviews, there's nothing. It's probably an opportunity for kids to kind of just really enjoy being 11 and 12 and being in the situation they're in.
1, 2, 3, Bangor! I'm Tyler Cruz, reporting with ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
All right, thank you, Tyler. And I know I've said it before, but just congratulations. What an awesome job. Really, really a summer they will look back on 20, 30, 40 years from now and never forget. Let's transition from the baseball diamond now to the wiffle ball field, because for the 14th year, Wayne's Wiffle for a Wish tournament is fast approaching. The annual charity wiffle ball tournament returns to Bangor's Union Street Fields this coming Saturday for another chance to support Make-A-Wish Maine. Now, since 2009, the event has raised nearly $145,000. And according to founder Wayne Harvey, that's been enough money to support 20 children and then some.
The goal each year is to raise $10,000, take care of one wish, start on another one. But the last couple of years, we've done $14,000, we've done $18,000. So we're taking care of a couple of families each year. And that's the goal, is to do as much as we can by just playing wiffle ball.
This year, 35 teams will compete across 4 different divisions, which Harvey said is the second most ever to participate. Now, registration is closed, but spectators are still encouraged to swing by and have lunch. Enter the raffle. I heard there's a Rich Hill signature on the line, maybe Lawrence Guy as well. Buy a T-shirt and experience the day centered around a unified cause.
To kind of see the community come together for something like this that we kind of dreamed of, never thought it would get to this big. It's really, I mean, it chokes you up to see something like this happen, because it's people coming together.
And again, all the festivities began at the Bangor Union Street Fields around 8:30. If you want to participate in stuff, maybe the raffle, grab a slice of pizza, like we said earlier, that will pretty much go all day long, so you can feel free to swing by. Any way to participate and help out the cause. What a great event that's been going on nearly 15 years now. Finally, though, it was an eventful day down in Foxborough for the Patriots' first joint practice with the Panthers. You may have heard that a fight broke out between the two teams, but more recently, the bigger story has to do with the future of cornerback Malcolm Butler. The Patriots placed Butler on the injured reserve on Tuesday afternoon, along with cornerback Juwan Williams, according to multiple reports. That effectively ends what Butler would have hoped would have been a comeback season following his retirement. Now, according to NBC Sports Boston's Phil Perry, Butler had missed the previous two practices, though he did play in the preseason game against the Giants last Thursday. So those joint practices will continue to go with the Panthers up until they square off on Friday, but certainly getting a little bit thin at the cornerback position. Jalen Mills, though, did have a standout practice on Tuesday, making some great defensive plays there in the secondary. All right, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Bathfitter doesn't just fit your bath. We fit your life. When a normal day is anything but normal, we fit your schedule with our unique tub-over-tub process installed in as little as a day. When high quality is the only quality that matters, we fit your standards with a lifetime guarantee. Bathfitter. It just fits.
Now, with $600 off a complete bath system, it fits your budget too. We've never had a promotion this big, so call or click now.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Machias, is sponsored by the University of Maine Early College. Tuition-free online fall courses for high school students, umaine.edu/early college. Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer with 29 locations, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. And Cottonwood Camping, located in the heart of Down East Maine. We have easy access to the Sunrise Trail System with ATV and electric bike rentals.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
It is Wednesday, August 17th of 2022. A little history with a local tie-in. It was on this day in 1978. That was 44 years ago. The Double Eagle II completed the first transatlantic balloon flight, which landed in a barley field near Paris, France, 137 hours after lifting off from none other than Presque, Maine.
I have no concept of that. That seems terrifying.
It seems like an adventure.
I know.
You better bring a lot of food, though. I'm talking snacks, like everything.
Do they have enough room for all that food? 137 hours. Okay, we'll do the math later because I'll embarrass myself. Well, the compact disc is 40 years old today. When was the last time you played a CD?
It's been a while.
The Dixie Chicks, a couple weeks ago.
Ooh. It's a good choice.
Yes. Actor Robert De Niro is 79, and actor Sean Penn is 62 today. And today is also National Black Cat Appreciation Day. No, that's every day. Nope. It's National I Love My Feet Day. That one, no. I'm deleting that one. I don't like that one. And it's National Number 2 Pencil Day. Finally, an underrated writing implement gets the attention it deserves. Oh, well, I think I prefer pens in general, so...
Yeah, honestly, though, the number 2, they're great. I love them.
They do have better erasers, I've noticed.
That's the key.
They erase
it's
better.
Not about how they write, it's
right.
about how they erase.
And they sharpen better. Maybe
nothing
not.
better than getting a perfect number 2 pencil ready to go.
I know, sharpening it perfectly, then you don't have to sharpen it for a long time.
What, are you going to use a knife? You're just going old school?
Right. My dad used to do that for me. I never learned. I don't carry a knife on me every day to sharpen my number 2 pencil. Well, let's turn it over to meteorologist Devin Binks.
Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday, and we're keeping our eye on the coast so far. Next area of low pressure that's moving in. We have small craft advisories up until 8 p.m. on Thursday. They have been extended. And just to the south and west, some gale warnings that are in effect as well. And so watching some very active surf that will keep things rolling, at least for the next day or so. Let's look at the radar. We got the clouds moving in now, so that's the satellite part of things. But the rain's further down toward the south and to the south and east as well. Nothing moving on shore just quite yet, but that will be changing throughout the morning. We've had a little bit of lightning showing up on a lightning tracker. You have to look right about in there to see some of that lightning showing up on a lightning tracker this morning. But as the rain starts moving closer, we'll get a better look at this. We're already seeing a little bit of rain moving in a few areas. A little bit more of a wider view, though. So again, everything's moving from the south, going toward the north, and a little bit from the southeast to the north and west. So plenty of rain on the way. This is good news, though, as you do need the precipitation, but this area of pressure will stick around today and tomorrow before it gets out of here. So beneficial rain on the way, but unfortunately not much fun to do anything outdoors today and also tomorrow with that rain moving through. So futurecast for today, plenty of rain, maybe some heavy downpours at times. You might even notice some thunder in a few areas before we're all finished up. But hourly forecasts moving forward for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, pretty self-explanatory with plenty of rain on the way, maybe a rumble of thunder with temperatures in the 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
A rare blue lobster is caught off the southern Maine coastline near Peaks Island. Luke Rand and his dad, they say they've been lobstering for 20 years and have never seen anything like this. A rare and brightly colored blue lobster in their trap.
Shocked and in awe, the pair took a video of their catch to show just how magnificent the color was. Marine experts say lobster shells contain a pigment that determines its color. This pigment is naturally red, but it can turn blue or even yellow when it's combined with proteins. A field of picturesque sunflowers is blooming at the Stormy Blue Farm in Dexter.
The Blanchards, who own the farm, moved to Maine from Florida for a change of pace.
And now, as Jody Hersey tells us, they're hoping to share their fields of gold with others in the community.
I was looking for the best one, and I found this one to be the best one.
Row after row of yellow-petaled sunflowers stand tall in the sunshine at the Stormy Blue Farm on the Pullen Road in Dexter. The Blanchard family planted these flowers on a small portion of their 26 acres of land back in May, and Mother Nature enticed them to bloom sooner than expected.
The hot weather in the past 2 weeks kind of opened these things a little bit early.
For the past 2 weekends, Stormy Blue Farm has been open for customers to come peruse, pick their own sunflowers for a small fee, and take pictures of the radiant fields of gold. The sunflower has a special place in the hearts of the entire Blanchard family.
So we start with sunflowers. Those are my wife's son's favorite flower. He passed away several years ago, so the prior business was Alex's flower truck, and that was centered around sunflowers.
William Blanchard and his wife made wedding floral arrangements in Florida prior to moving to Maine this year. Both hold jobs outside the home. Now, with a farm to call their own, they hope to plant and sell tulips and wildflowers in addition to their sunflowers.
I love working where I work, but I want to work for something that's mine and something to pass down to our children and hopefully their children.
Customers and neighbors alike are grateful the Blanchards have chosen to call Dexter home, where they can spread a whole lot of beauty each season.
I think it's really, really pretty and just a good place to come to.
In Dexter, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Still to come here this morning, we'll have the latest out of Hollywood.
Plus, the city of San Jose celebrates Navy Week for the very first time. We'll be right back.
You got 100 points.
Have you been moisturizing?
Just sunscreen.
That's 50 points.
With AARP rewards, anyone can earn points. Who's got 200 points?
You've got 200 points.
It's the free loyalty program that rewards you. They're ready for you.
That's 300 points.
And helps your money, health, and happiness live longer.
These times, 200 points.
Start earning and redeeming points today.
Remember those summers
Come on, Brian.
that were just so perfectly summer?
Brian, come on!
The people, the places, those moments are still out there.
I'm Brian.
Waiting to be found.
Ready, Brian?
Summer won't last forever, so make the most of it during Toyota's National Sales Event.
Save with 1.9% APR financing on most rugged four-wheel drive Tacoma models. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense technology.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Dude, can you believe we're graduating?
and they helped us find a great job. Soon we'll be living the dream.
Exactly. I'm incredibly grateful for Maine Job Corps. If it wasn't for them, I'd be working an entry-level job and barely making it.
Let Team Maine Job Corps help find the career that's right for you. Call 561-8516.
You're single.
Wow. Why you ask her?
It's for the fans, Sam. Next, Drew, Outlanders, Sam Hewen, and a treat for everyone.
Can I feed you? That one was quite garlicky. You don't want to kiss anyone after that, do you?
No. Plus, a Design Week dream come true. Next, Drew.
The Drew Barrymore Show, Wednesday at 3 on Fox 22.
Young Sheldon Boy Genius, a small-town boy with a heightened sense of smell.
Ew. Put your shoes back on.
Young Sheldon.
Weekdays at 6 on Fox 22.
There is a lot going on in Hollywood, from The Lord of the Rings to the Game of Thrones.
Here's ABC's Jason Nathanson with a look at the Hollywood nation.
The past is with us all.
It's a big week for fans of fantasy. The new Lord of the Rings series, The Rings of Power, had its Hollywood premiere. The same week as the new Game of Thrones series, House of the Dragon, is set to debut on HBO. And Rings of Power star Cynthia Dye Robinson says the two shows are not in competition.
I think this idea of having to choose one or the other, you can watch both. You can watch more. I will be watching more. So if you're a fan of genre, this is an incredible time.
The first 2 episodes of Rings of Power debut on Prime Video September 1st. Take a bunch of sisters who hate the husband of one of their sisters, and you have the new dramedy Bad Sisters from writer and star Sharon Horgan. The show focuses on the 5 sisters of the Garvey clan, and Horgan has 4 siblings of her own, so she tells me she knows a thing or two about that specific dynamic.
You know, it's fun. If it's, you know, if you all like each other, it's fun, and it's sort of an instant party wherever you go, and there's, you know, a kind of closeness and a camaraderie that you can't really replicate.
The first 2 episodes of Bad Sisters drop Friday on Apple TV+. Celebrated director Wolfgang Peterson has died. Known for the 90s films Air Force One and In the Line of Fire, the Oscar-nominated war movie Das Boot, and the cult classic fantasy film The Never-Ending Story. Wolfgang Peterson was 81. And 2 Oscar-winning major movie stars share a birthday today. Robert De Niro is 79, while Sean Penn is 62.
Dozens of sailors visiting San Jose this week as the city celebrates Navy Week for the very first time.
Fox's LaMonica Peters has the story.
Navy Week is held in up to 15 cities each year, and since 2005, Navy Week has been celebrated in over 80 different U.S. cities.
All that good stuff, but you know, just to see them and know that they have a talent, a hidden talent, I think it's great.
From August 15th to August 21st, you just may see sailors dressed all in white out and about in San Jose. On Monday, one of the bands played traditional Navy music on the plaza at Santana Row.
We are a woodwind quintet. We also have our brass funk band here as well. They were at the Jazz Festival last weekend. Yeah. Had a great show there.
One of the band's members, musician first class Whitney Adams, has been playing in the Navy's quintet for the last 10 years.
But certainly the reason I've stayed in for so long and will stay is that we just have the most amazing experiences with our audience. When we're overseas, it's a lot of diplomacy and just relations with our partner countries.
Earlier Monday, a different group of sailors also volunteered at Second Harvest of Silicon Valley, a San Jose-based food bank and member of Feeding America.
The U.S. Navy has brought the Navy Week to Second Harvest of Silicon Valley, and we could not be more thrilled to have them here to serve our communities by helping provide access to healthy food.
During Navy Week, up to 100 outreach events are planned with corporate, government, education, and diversity organizations throughout San Jose. Navy Week is designed to teach people about the Navy, the people who serve, and how it contributes to our overall success as a country. So if you see a sailor out in San Jose this week, give them a wave and thank them for their service.
And here's a look at some of the upbeat stories making headlines today.
Hector, Juan, and Jean dressed up as Superman, Batman, and Iron Man to clean the windows of Shriners Children's Hospital in Boston this week. They said it was to lighten up the day for the kids and staff, and it did. Last Friday morning, several players from Georgia's Rome High School football team jumped into action to save a woman's life. The 50-year-old was trapped inside her smoking car after a crash. The players ran to the wreck, pried the door open, helped the woman out. A teacher who called 911 says the young men made the community proud. And Crenshaw Arts Tech Charter School student Jaden Hunter is graduating top of his class with a 4.7 GPA, and now he's faced with 39 acceptance letters from colleges and over $3 million in scholarships. The 18-year-old, who also launched his own clothing line, says he'll be attending Berkeley to study mechanical engineering. Hunter says he'd like to one day work at NASA or SpaceX. And those are some of the other stories making headlines on ABC 7.
After the break, we are joined by two guests from the Maine Audubon Center at Fields Pond.
But first, let's get a quick look at your forecast. Today, we'll see temperatures in the high to mid-60s. Heavy rain is expected throughout our day. It'll be coming in after 9 o'clock, and tonight it will continue. Temperatures drop down to a low of 60. Expect to see a little more precipitation tomorrow morning with a high of 68.
Inflation, a broken supply chain, and high gas prices. Mainers everywhere are facing tough decisions about rising costs. Growing up as part of a small family business in Leeds, I learned what a struggling economy does to small businesses, jobs, and to working class people. And serving as a Marine in Afghanistan and Iraq taught me to stand strong for what's right in the face of adversity. I'm Jared Golden, and that's why in Congress, I'm an independent voice for you, taking on my own party to stand up for Maine families. I was the only Democrat to vote against trillions of dollars of President Biden's agenda because I knew it would make inflation worse. I've stood with law enforcement against defunding the police. I support cutting the gas tax and increasing domestic oil production. I'm working to lower prescription drug costs and standing firm against any cuts to Social Security and Medicare. I'll always be an independent fighter for you. I'm Jared Golden, and this is my family. I approve this message because when it comes to doing what's right for your family, I'll never back down.
Like an eagle protects its nest.
We all need a rock we can rely on. To be strong. To overcome anything. To be unstoppable. That's why millions rely on the strength and financial guidance of Prudential to achieve their dreams. Who's your rock?
Hanks Husqvarna is your full-line Husqvarna dealer with 2 convenient locations, 32 Old State Road in Carmel and 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport. Whether it's tractors and zero-turns, chainsaws to trimmers, or pressure washers to battery power, everything is set up, serviced, and ready to go by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or sales, stop in to Hanks Husqvarna, Carmel, or Newport.
Good Morning Maine.
We are here with David and Wesley. David represents Fields Pond, Maine Audubon Center, and Wesley is doing a research project. He's a University of Maine student. Thank you guys for being with us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Of course. And you guys are here to promo the event on Saturday that is the Butterfly Festival.
Yes, it's an annual festival that we have in the summer at Fields Pond, celebrating all things butterfly, and it's from 10 to 2. We'll have activities and crafts for children. We have an insect bio blitz, which is kind of a research focused thing for community science, where people collect insects, and we'll keep track of them and add to our data set of what insects are at Fields Pond. There is a butterfly story walk where we have a giant storybook out on one of the trails, and families can go out and follow that. Actually, the story is about a boy who gets excited about monarch butterflies and gets his community involved in doing some restoration work around that. And really, it's very fitting because it's kind of akin to the work that Maine Audubon has done with doing restoration work with native plants and pollinators such as monarch butterflies, and which brings me to our guest here, Wesley, who has been doing a research project at Fields Pond over the last 2 summers involving monarch butterflies and using a technology that we call MODIS. And maybe, Wesley, you could tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So basically what I'm studying is the differences in migration behavior between monarch adults that were raised as caterpillars in captivity and then monarch butterflies that grew up in the wild. So basically I'm placing tiny little tracking devices on monarch butterflies, and I'm able to actually track their movements across the country on my laptop. So this is a little tag right here. It's only about the size of a grain of rice, so it's wicked tiny, and it's got this really long antenna coming off the back, about that long. And basically what I'm doing is I'm affixing some of these to adult monarchs that were raised in captivity as caterpillars, and then some of them I'm affixing to adult monarchs that I'm catching in the wild, just to see if there is any difference between like which direction they initially fly as they begin to migrate south, or if maybe one group stays in the area longer than another. So
that's why the Butterfly Festival is releasing butterflies, right? Because this has been a culmination of the work that you've done.
Exactly, yep.
Cool.
Yep, exactly right.
And that'll track them as they go.
A couple of years ago, we had installed a MODIS tracking receiving station, and this technology, there are receiving stations all over the country in Central and South America. Mm-hmm. So as these, not only butterflies, but birds as well, there's research projects that people have all over for different species. But when these animals come close enough, anywhere from like a mile up to 8 miles, to one of these receiving stations, it will ping it and show up on the computer. Like Wesley says, he can look right on his laptop what species came by, so he's interested in his particular monarch. So his monarchs may show up as they start migrating south all the way down to Mexico, if they go that far, or if they go to southern Florida, wherever they end up. He'll be able to track it all along its journey using that MODIS technology.
Will this be one of those we have right here?
We do. We have one right here.
Yes, I did bring one of my adult monarchs. This is one that I caught from the wild as an adult.
Cool.
So the plan is actually to tag it later today and send him along on his journey.
Cool.
So
that would be pretty
I
impressive.
love the butterfly antenna. I kind of thought the wire would be wrapped around, but no, they just have a little antenna.
They have like a little like hair-like antenna hanging off the back of them that's a few inches long.
That's cool.
It's placed in such a way on their body that it doesn't hinder flight or their or as they crawl. So every time I've released one with a tag, it just flies off immediately. The tags are very light and don't get in the way at all.
And I will get a chance to see that. I'll be reporting on the event on Saturday. So it's 10 to 2.
10 to 2.
The weather is looking beautiful, and there's all sorts of events for all ages. So either way, we'll all get a chance to see it.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm excited.
Should be splendid. Now, any other information for anyone who's interested on coming to the event this weekend? Any tickets or anything that you have to buy?
No, just show up. It's a free event. It's family friendly, family focused. We have 15% off all butterfly and bug related merchandise in the nature store. So if you want to change your Halloween socks there,
for some. Yes, I was running low on socks, and now I'm
for some butterfly socks. We could probably have you covered.
Oh, absolutely! If I don't make it, you got to pick me up.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. It has been a pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
We'll throw it over to Devin Biggs. Looks like the weekend forecast will be a lot better for this festival. Unfortunately, though, today it's going to be a little rainy. Here's Devin Biggs with another look.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Small craft advisories in effect along the coast lasting till about 8 p.m. courtesy of winds really stirring up the ocean. And just further down toward the south and west, there are some gale warnings down in effect as well. And those will last until 8 p.m. later on tonight because of active surf, courtesy of gusty winds with an area of low pressure that's moving in from the southeast, going toward the north and west. We're seeing the first little bits of rain showing up on the radar this morning. And earlier, though, we did see some lightning with this as well, especially farther out toward the coast. You can see just about near those flashes right there. This is a lightning tracker lighting up this morning. So a little bit of lightning with it, but not a whole lot. And I don't think we'll see a whole lot of lightning with this either. I think this will mainly be rain, but some lightning still cannot be ruled out as all this right here continues to track in from the southeast, going toward the north and west. So plenty of rain on the way throughout the daytime today, and especially for the daytime tomorrow as well. And again, we do need the rain, so high pressure right here staying where it is at this point, but that area of low pressure will move in before it starts to get out of here later on in the week. So again, some beneficial rainfall definitely on the way, and we do need it as well. Here's the latest drought monitor, though, showing that we're still in drought across a good part of the state. So a new one will get released later on Thursday. I think we'll have to wait until next week to get the full grasp of what the rain today and tomorrow will do to help improve things. things. But again, wave heights are very active out there right now at around 3 to 6 feet according to some of the buoys, even 9 feet in a few spots. So this is why we have small craft advisories and even gale warnings in effect for a few areas. Gusty winds will be an issue out there, though, with some of those gusty winds reaching up to 25, even 30 miles per hour throughout the afternoon period today. Backing off a little bit tonight as that area of low pressure continues to move in, but we'll wait and see as tomorrow moves in. Things will improve just a little bit. Our average high is supposed to be 80 degrees, well below that today and tomorrow, and just the upper 60s, so maybe jacket weather for a few of you before back in the upper 70s on Friday, and the 80s again make a return as we head towards Saturday and Sunday, and also Monday into Tuesday, we're back into the lower 80s. Muggy meter, though, dew points will rise for a little bit, rising into the 60s today and also parts of tomorrow before we start to fall back into comfortable territory. Then by Sunday into Monday, we're back in the lower to middle 60s again, so feeling a little humid out there. Futurecast moving forward, showing showers, maybe some heavy rainfall at times, maybe a rumble of thunder if you're lucky. We'll catch a little bit of a break, though, throughout the day at times, especially as we head towards overnight tonight. And of course, of Thursday, rain still possible, but nothing widespread expected. But as we head towards tomorrow, we'll still have a few showers, but maybe some of the clouds breaking up, at least as we head towards Thursday evening and the parts of Friday. How much rain? Plenty of rain on the way, up to an inch, maybe an inch and a half of rain before we're all finished up. This is over drought-stricken areas, so this is some good news, though, as we do move forward. So for today, upper 60s, rain likely, heavy at times, the north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 60 degrees, rain likely, some dense fog as well, north wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour before backing off. Here's a look at your extended forecast. More rain showers on Thursday, highs in the upper 60s, upper 70s by Friday with a partly cloudy sky, or partly cloudy on Saturday, highs in the mid-80s, and mid-80s on Sunday, a small chance of rain.
Next up to bat for the next homies, Luke. Don't strike out this year when selling your home. Hit a home run. Get Luked and get sold with Next Home Experience today.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
Today, you took delicious Centrum multi-gummies and took one more step towards taking charge of your health. They're packed with essential nutrients for energy and immunity support. So every day, you can say, with Centrum multi-gummies.
When Cat Tracks in LaGrange wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Cat Tracks in LaGrange is your dealer for Hewitt lifts and Rolodox, with the goal to get you on the lake faster than anyone else.
Yes. 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 I'll have what she's having. And you can too. Get ready for the good dish. Delicious twists on your favorite comfort foods. Decadent desserts you can whip up in no time. And game-changing shortcuts. What's for dinner is about to get way easier. And way more fun than doing the dishes. So get ready to get dishing.
Weekdays at 1 on Fox 22.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
Earlier this month, I did a segment and mentioned that August was U.S. Farm-Raised Catfish Month. And since then, I've received questions regarding where and how is it farmed. So let me show you. It all starts in beautiful open-air farms like these throughout the South. Before the fish enter the pond, they're raised in nurseries in fresh water. Once they're big enough, they're carefully moved into ponds that are filled with water that is pumped from underground aqua-filtered wells. Then the fish are fed a high-protein pellet that floats on top of the water, which means these beauties are top feeders, ensuring that every bite that we take will be clean and sweet tasting. Once they're just the right size, they're harvested and rushed to the processing plant where they're ready to ship to us within hours. This process may sound easy, but let me assure you, these catfish farmers work hard to exceed our expectations. As a matter of fact, I think tonight I'm going to make my recipe for lemonade-infused catfish, which is a perfect summertime dish. To get the recipe, you know what to do. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today I'm glad I could share with you a behind-the-scenes way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Dispatchers thought some